Southern values are American values. American values are Republican values. And we face some challenges in America today. You know that. But Republican values, American values, Southern values are going to overcome those challenges because we're a party of strength. We face this global jihad. We face too much spending in Washington. We face schools that aren't up to snuff and health care that's not doing the job for all of our citizens as it should. We face the fact that we're using too much oil from overseas. We face an immigration system that's not working. We got some problems, but we know what the answer to the problems is. And that answer is strength, strong military, strong economy, strong families. I believe that our military needs to be strengthened. It's been pulled and pushed as hard as it possibly can be. And I want to see us add at least 100,000 extra troops to our military, and I want to raise our military spending to 4% of our GDP. Why? Because I want to make sure that the troops that are in the battlefield have the equipment they need, and I want to make sure the veterans who come home have the care that they deserve. Strong economy. Strong economy. How do you keep an economy strong? You do what President Bush and the Republicans have done. You keep taxes down. And we got to make those tax cuts permanent. And I also want to make sure that when it comes to saving your money, we don't have to get taxed when we earn our money, taxed when we die, and taxed when we save our money. I have a new tax rate. A new tax rate for people of middle income who are saving their money. Their tax rate on interest, dividends, and capital gains in my administration will be 0. There's something else we can do for our economy, and that's to make sure that we have an immigration system that works. Look, legal immigration is good for our country. It brings vitality and energy and passion and culture. It's wonderful. But illegal immigration has got to end. And there are 3 key rules for ending illegal immigration. Number 1, secure the border. Number 2, have an employment verification system in place so we know who's here legally and who's able to work and who's not. And number three is with regards to the 12 million people who are here today, one simple rule: no amnesty. I saw that Senate bill come out the other day, and I looked at it and heard what people had to say. They have something known as the Z visa. This is a visa that says for all 12 million or 15 million or who knows exactly how many million who are here illegally, you can sign up for a Z visa, which allows you to stay here 4 years. And by the way, you can renew it every 4 years forever. If that's not a form of amnesty, I don't know what is. I think we should not call it the Z visa. We should call it the A visa, because it's amnesty, and that's what that stands for. I mentioned a strong military, a strong economy, and also strong families. Fundamentally, the most important work that's going on in America today for America's future is the work that goes on within the 4 walls of the American home. Yes, yes. And I want to make sure that families are strengthened in this country. We all saw with great horror and the tragedy that occurred at Virginia Tech. Let me tell you, as you look at that tragedy, recognize that our kids are swimming in what Peggy Noonan called an ocean of filth. Pornography and perversion and violence and crime. They see it day in and day out. We need to see if we can't clean the water in which our kids are living and clean up this cesspool that's around us and make sure that we can strengthen America's families with good moms and dads. Every child ought to have a mom and a dad that they can come home to, that can support them and can teach them the values, the Southern values, the American values, the Republican values that make this nation the strongest nation on earth. One last thought. This nation is great. It will always be great. The future is brighter than our past because of the heart of the American people. We are true and firm. We love our families. We love our God. We love the fact that we come together and that we serve in our communities. We are patriotic. We are freedom-loving. America is the hope of the world, and thanks to you and the work you're doing, we will always be the hope of the world. Thank you so much.